guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do another modification on our new Adria Twin van. We're going to be putting some roof bars on the back. If anyone's seen my previous solar panel vlogs, you've seen the bars that I put on so the solar panels can sit on the bars. And we're going to be putting the same sort of bars on the back now. And this is purely to fit some waffle boards on the roof, and I'll show you what they are. Right, so these are our waffle boards. These are used to get us out of the mud when we get caught out, and they've been used on all our vans. They're extremely good because they can take quite a lot of weight and they don't sink into the mud or spin out or anything. And they're the sort of balls that 4x4 people use when you go off 4x4 driving and you get stuck in the mud, or you get got across dikes or something. They can use these as bridges or something to get them out. So they're really good. The only downside is because of the size of them, we don't want them in the back of the van. So we're hopefully going to get them on top of the roof of the van now. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So to start with, I'm going to be putting these metal beams on the top of the van. You've seen on my previous videos. These are 30mm by 30mm T sections. And you can see they've got the grooves all the way down them. So T bolts can go down these. So you can slide some long bolts down here to put the waffle balls on. And we've also got some aluminium brackets to attach this to the full system that's already on top of the van. And then when they're up and done, we've got a collapsible ladder over here, which I bought on eBay. I'll look up the price. So it wasn't too expensive. They're nowhere near as dear as the full one, which is over £100 odd. I'm pretty sure this was only in the region between less than £40. Anyway, so I'm going to get on with getting on the roof now, measure up and cut these beams down and get them fitted and show you how I fit these. Right, these are the brackets, right angle brackets that I'll be using. If anyone's seen my previous video on the solar panels, you know that on these little tiny lugs that are sticking out, these need to be ground off to fit into the full system. But for the normal bars that I've bought, these little lugs will sit in the groove. So they're the brackets we're going to use. And then the T-bolts I've got a packet of these M8 by 16mm. They fit into the bars quite nicely. Right, as you can see, they will slide down and lock in. As they twist, they lock into the bar. So they were quite good last time. The only thing with the full system is that the bolt goes through the groove, but they're slightly high on the head here of the bolt, and so it can't go down the groove. So with a little Dremel and an angle grinder bit, you can just grind these little edges off, which I'll show you on the roof of the van for these to slide into the full system. So I'll go out in the van and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Right, so hopefully you can see, so that, as I said, you can't actually get these down the groove. This full system groove is slightly smaller than the actual standard T-bars section. So all I've done is ground off the edges so they slide on. So that's one of the things you do have to do. And like I said as well, with this bar, you can see that it won't sit flat on that because of the grooves. So that's why we need to grind these off as well. Right, so the roof bars are fitted now. As you can see, the angle parts are put in. I've done double on this one, so I had a spare. I decided to go all the way to the end and take the black section off here because it makes it easier putting the ramps up from the back of the van. And it's only a protective, well, it's not even protective, it's only a cosmetic cover they put on it. I've also put cross sections on, which I made out of some old aluminium I had, just to keep the bolts upright when you're putting the ramps on, they're not waving about. And there's little plastic bits, well, this one's loose, but some of them are, so there's little plastic bits here which are just made out of yoghurt pots. It's only the one or two sections that slightly get near the van, so I decided to put them on to protect the van, and hopefully that should be alright. If it's not, I could just Sikaflex these on. But now I'm just going to get the ramps and put them on. Right, so that's the ramps all installed. I've made some metal parts up, cross members, to make it more secure. I'm just waiting at the moment for the plastic wing nuts that are on order, so this will bolt it down. And I might even put a strap around this just to give it extra protection, but I can't see it moving. It should be quite solid. And that's it really, just an easy way of installing some roof bars onto the Adria Twin with the full system, a cheaper version than buying the full bars. Right guys, so that's it for fitting the roof bars. If you notice with the waffle ramps that I've fitted, you see that I've sloped the ramps off, and the reason for that is that if you decide to use them sort of waffle boards, as the tyres touch, or the vehicle touches them ramps, the ramps kick up in the air, and when they come off they do the same, they kick up if you leave them squared on, which means they can actually go up and wedge into the exhaust system. So you do need to ramp them off to be able to get on and off safely without causing any damage to the van. I know a lot of people don't like them waffle balls because they're heavier and use the thin plastic ones, which we've used in the past, but when we're really stuck in the mud, them plastic ones don't get us out, whereas them balls do, and we go away all year round and into muddy areas. Anyways, that's it really for showing you the bars. It's just a cheaper version of building your own bars, which is quite easy to do, and you can adapt it to anything you want to put on the roof really. We'll probably put the canoe on top of that with a cargo net as well for when we go over to Spain, and it's just a cheaper version than the full system. So I hope you enjoyed it. Please give us a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll try and get some updates on my next modifications. Still waiting to see what next we're going to be doing really. We're just sorting out some of the inside of the van now.